My next upload this evening is with regard to the poor professionalism I've been encountering since being a mother. I'm going to raise a very serious issue with regard to my role as a recovery advocate and the issue of a very sick collective, very guilty collective set of culprits that have been responsible for offences against the state in the form of hate crime and other dangerous harms to my child that are common knowledge. So as a recovery advocate, for the experience that I have as a teacher, humanitarian, etc., and fellowship work, etc., the issue of unprofessional behaviours and such being enacted by culprits that are not able to address their failings and negligence is very dangerous. I've worked very hard to become a teacher. I've worked very hard to become a recovery advocate. In the fellowship, I received a fabulous award from the work and endeavours that I achieved. I have worked very hard for the betterment of young people, and I have worked arduously for the betterment of society. So as a mother, this situation of individuals of incompetence insulting the professions that I represent is a very dangerous matter, especially with regard to boundaries of Regents law, royal patronage, etc., etc., etc. So not only of the matters regarding what I've just mentioned, but also of the matters that concern the culprits that have displayed a mental block, an obsession of the mind, an over preoccupation with insults and injuries, mentality processes. I find that very unproductive, and I find that very unprofessional, and I find it very unhelpful for other people's lives that have been affected due to those that have orchestrated this hate crime vendetta against my child and I. So my child was very severely traumatized. The relevant agencies that are fully aware of their capacity in this matter in obstructing my child from my care when he was placed in unlawful care order are still not legally entitled to contact me. So the representatives of the culprits and agencies that have offended my child and I hope I'm making it very clear. You are not welcome to contact me. You are not welcome to be in my proximity. And further slander that you have already conducted with regard to falsified appointments and obligations that are not actually authentic. I hope everyone is very aware of how dangerous it is to insult my achievements at home and abroad with regard to addiction, with regard to fraud, with regard to humanitarian work, and with regard to mental health and women's safety and revenge porn. All of these topics have been in my humanitarian work and my work as an educator. So the issue of being of legislation is another factor I'd like to bring to the mind of those individuals that have a difficulty comprehending the facts of this situation. Those that are forgetful of this entire situation and a bit cheeky about how they're going to approach this matter with repeat offences. You are not within remit to contact me. I'm making this very clear. Kerry University Hospital, HSE, Tralee, County Kerry, you are not in a position to contact me. Tusla Child and Family Agency, you are not in a position to contact me unless you are prepared to address the unlawful care order of my child. The Medical Council and the Mental Health Commission are aware of complaints procedures and the individuals of my property that have intruded and caused very dangerous damages, harms and losses. So those kind of tactics that are trespassing onto property of mine since 2015 have neither no right to be discussing legally any terms or any matters without my consent or consultation. So this situation is very serious when an innocent royal heir has been damaged. So I hope everyone understands that with regard to the Regent's law and my property in Ardfert and Kilflyn and the illegalities performed against my child which subjected him to harms, damages and trauma, I hope all the relevant bodies are aware that the Ombudsman have a big problem in Tralee due to medical negligence, administrative failings, misconduct, very dangerous abuses of their positions. And I hope the PTRB issues are going to be addressed accordingly as well. So there are people being cheeky. And as I've mentioned, my humanitarian work has helped with women and children's rights and addiction and recovery. So I'd appreciate the honourable government being honourable.